that tilted? I mean, I don't really have time to sort it. So it's Friday the 31st of March, not May. Don't know why I just thought May. Skipping a couple of months here. I mean, to be honest, the amount of stuff that I'm put through, you know, it probably feels like it's 2 months further into the future because, you know, no one goes through what I go through in a year, so no wonder I never know what bloody month it is. So I'm at the shop 2 hours before normal on a Friday. Let's mix it up a bit. I'm tired. Couldn't get to sleep again even though I knew I had to get out earlier and get up. Well, I won't say get up that much earlier, just get out of bed earlier or get moving or motivated earlier. Couldn't get to sleep. My head's just going round and round and round because of what I'm being put through by living in my house. It's draining me, it's making me really ill. I've been like down for 2 years and I'm quite a strong person, but even 2 years ago they were breaking me, they were making me want to die, they were making me not want to be here. I was doing stuff to try and make that happen, and you'd think after 2 years they'd give up, but they don't. Every single day something happens targeted at me, and like, I know for a fact that even though I'm the main target, other people are being affected by behaviour on the street, and I know that because people have told me, and people have spoken to my dad, and people have spoke to other people about it. What the targeting one person with, well, actually there is other targets, unfortunately, but other people are being affected by behaviour on the street. And you should be able to like live in a house in a semi-nice area, because it used to be really quiet, no hassle, nothing. People just like drama, don't they, unfortunately, and to target people they've never spoken to or even seen. So I couldn't get to sleep, and I knew what time my alarm was set for. Do you know what? My alarm went off, and I'm not used to alarms because I've got a husky, but sometimes she doesn't get me up. Most of the time she does, you know when I don't typically want to be awake, because, you know, it's 2 hours before we normally get up. That's normally what she does. Get a husky, they say. You literally don't need an alarm clock. I think because it's kind of overcast and cloudy, she didn't realise it was, well, technically time to get up. My alarm went off. I was like, oh God, no. Do you know when you're so tired and you're just like, oh no. I mean, I have been more tired, but still, I was just like, no, I can't. I don't have a coat on. It wasn't meant to rain, and now it's saying it's going to rain. But I do have my waterproof jacket, which I checked when I got in the car, like I thought it was in the car, so that will be going on. But I've just got a hoodie on. And do you know what? It's like the humidity is something like 90%, and it says it's 10 degrees, feels like 7, but humidity always makes it feel warm. But because I'm ill and I'm feverish, my face is hot but my body's cold, but it feels warm but I feel cold. So I've had a crumpet, 16 mouthfuls of water. I was counting it because of what time I had it, because normally I try and stop drinking a minimum of an hour before I go out, just because I have the bladder of an 85-year-old. But I had the water just over half an hour before I was going out. So I thought at first just have 10 mouthfuls, but because I took medication, pain relief, vitamins, Sudafed, hay fever tablets, I thought I need to have a bit more water to get them working. And like I could easily have drank half a litre of water, I was so thirsty, but I didn't want to constantly need a wee. And I hate going to toilets in Asda. Someone's always either weed on the floor or done a poo on the seat, or on the floor, or both in Asda. Not even joking. The time I've been in the toilets in Asda, that is what I've come across. It's only been a couple of times where there's been nothing on the floor or the seat. I mean, who poos on the floor? Does anyone? Oh wow. So there's two reasons why I'm out early. One, you know, might change up my routine a bit, confuse people when I'm going to go out. And secondly, the maximum time my dad can have my dog to is 12:30, because, and I can say this because this is obviously filmed in advance, like you're not going to see it in 10 minutes time. His brother, who lives down south, is up here, and they're going to see each other today. I mean, I think they're going out for lunch, but last time he saw his brother and they were meant to go out for lunch, his brother didn't have time or something happened, so they just ended up talking. But as far as my dad's aware, they are going out, but you know, things can change, who knows. And I don't think, as far as I can remember, but then again, constant stress that goes on in my life, a bloody miracle I know what my name is at times, to be honest. As far as I'm aware, he's not seen him since before lockdown, but he might have done. I mean, did he come up last year? I have a vague memory that he might have seen him last year. Very vague, as in it may not have happened, but I know he came up. And it can't be 3 years ago that he last saw him. It must have been last year. He must have seen him. And I think that's when they were meant to go for lunch, and his brother just didn't have time, so they just ended up chatting for like 45 minutes, an hour, whatever it was. I mean, I don't even know, I worked there. So I've got to get a move on, basically. Because I'm going to have to go and pick her up rather than him bring her home. I might end up seeing my uncle. I've not seen him in 5 million years, literally. So I might see him if he beats me there, or if he turns up whilst I'm there, because I obviously don't stay long. I need to get home, get the shopping in, and get out with the dog. And who knows, I might be home before 3 o'clock today instead of like my normal time when I have to, because Friday's the only day that I will stay after 3, except for obviously during the school holidays I won't, because obviously what happens to me, what I'm put through. Do you know what, it feels wet, and it's not wet, it's because it's cold. Do you know when you see someone come out of the shop and you literally can guess which car they're going to go to? I literally just did that. I knew exactly which car they were just going to go to. That was so weird because there's lots of cars on here. Right. Let's do this. Oh, of course. Of course. Of course I've got poo bags. Of course I do. Hello. Oh, there she is. putting the dog in the car, who sometimes 80% of the time plays up and doesn't want me to attach her, like has a little fight with me. Let's just move the phone. When suddenly there was just someone stood there, and I'm like, do you know when you're like, you're not expecting someone to stand there, and it was the postman. And he handed me my post and a parcel. I mean, this was sent on the 22nd and it's the 31st of March. When was the 22nd? Was it last week? It doesn't really make any sense because I haven't... Anyway, and I know what my parcel is. It's Wick Nice, and I know what it is. I need to do an unboxing video. In fact, I'm not going to be able to get in this. In other news, this is what I'm having. I did plait my hair, and then I was like, I don't like my hair down unless like I've got a big coat on. So I'm going to take out the plait, but it's windy, so who knows what I'm going to do. Am I going to wear a baseball cap? Am I not? Is it going to rain? Is it not? My dad's with his brother now because I just rang him quickly. Because I passed him on the road and I'm thinking, where the hell's he going? Because he was like, not with his brother, but by himself. And I'm thinking, where's he going? And then I rang him and he's like, oh, I'm with my brother, stood on the street. He was stood on the street where his office is. I'm not going to say the street name. I got something hungry. Oh, that really stuck to my teeth. I've still got like over half of the half left because it's obviously cut in half. I just feel full, but I feel hungry. I don't know what's wrong with me. So I've got two with me because, I mean, I don't know where the second one is. Because that's how much was left in that and that's how much is left in that. I really don't like the taste of these. Now, they didn't have the summer berries or whatever it is in Aldi. They had all the other flavours but not as many. Now I almost got some in Asda and I changed my mind and I have picked something else up. 2 drinks. I'm hoping, I still think I've got a full one of these as well anyway. I'm hoping that the 2 drinks that I've picked up, because one, I think one's this size, so I think if I drank half, they're not protein drinks, it's just a different type of drink to see how I get on with it. They're both similar drinks. One's a take on of the other one, so one's an Asda own and it's a take on of what I've got. But the one that I've got is a big one, so I'm hoping that lasts me 3 days and the one lasts me 2. But they might not, we'll see. But I was going to get the summer berries, and the main reason I didn't was because I thought, if this tastes this bad, I mean I've had worse drinks but this ain't great. If this tastes this bad, are they all going to taste like this? And I basically didn't want to risk it, basically, because I think they're $4.39 or $4.44 or something. But I'd still drink them. I just don't want to have another week of drinks that I don't like, so I may get them next week, I may not, we'll see. The main thing I like about them is it's got 10 grams of protein in, whereas the ones that I've just picked up have 0 grams of protein. So it's the protein that I'm after, because I don't get enough protein, and this is a good way of getting protein. I can't imagine I'm going to drink more than this, but I'm going to have some water. Do you know what, I've still got this, I'm going to have some of this. I don't want to waste it. I wasted some last week. I think I've wasted about that much last week, or a little bit less. The Bottle Fiend. God, I don't know if I could go out in shorts and t-shirt. I think there's a nice restock, but she's not showing any sneak peeks or anything, and everyone's bloody... If I would have known, I would have waited for this order. She's been very sneaky about it. Anyway, I'm going to get out in a couple of minutes. I did plan on getting out in 14 minutes because I had a time that I wanted to get out. Gave myself a few minutes to get ready, but I think I'm just going to get out sooner. I'm not in the biggest chatty mood. I'm trying, but... I haven't had much to drink today. Well, Fridays I don't normally have a cup of tea, and then I don't have anything because obviously I don't want my bladder to get full and like need 5,000 wheeze. So then I'll drink this over the course of the day. No, there's still liquid in it. Is that a cat or a dog? When you mistake a dog for a cat, a big cat, well, not a tiger or anything. I wouldn't get out the car if there was a tiger running around. Everyone's got big coats on. I've got a hoodie on with a t-shirt underneath and like a waterproof jacket. I still can't decide if I should take a baseball cap or put one on. It's literally 30%. Do you know what? A minute ago, no chance of rain. Now it's saying 30% chance of rain. So I'm going to have to put a baseball cap on just in case. When I don't want one on. I'm sick of the weather just constantly changing every 3 seconds. See, I know which way she's going to want to go. And then we'll end up near where her used to favourite walk be. And then we won't have time to do it. I'm sorry this video isn't great, but I'm not in the best headspace, and I'm trying to talk and I'm trying to do whatever, but I'm just not feeling it. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Been watching loads of like stuff keeps coming up on Instagram now, like clips of Polo Great Day, and so it's just was so funny. But what's making me laugh is like, well, not laugh, it is all making me laugh, but when he did Cilla Black's eulogy, bloody hilarious. But also I saw this thing, like they were showing like old clips of him and her on telly together, and she got this star or something, this like award, and he did talked about her before she came out, and it was bloody hilarious. The guy who has the dog that looks like a cat, he's literally parked in front of me. I hope he can't actually hear me talking that I thought his dog was a cat. From a very far distance away, by the way. Yeah, he told like these stories about her. Like he used to proper like rinse her, like take the mick out of her, like really did, and she just took it and she thought it was funny, and it is funny, and I'm glad like she didn't like take herself really seriously. But even when she was giving a speech, she's like everything he said was true, he still carried on like taking mick out of her, and I just thought it was absolutely hilarious. And I thought, what, like, this is like, oh, I can't talk because that man will leave me, but it's what I like about people who don't take themselves too seriously.